hmm Welcome in. I'm, of course, hanging out. We've made it. We're here. Finally. Sorry about the delay. Yet again, more technical difficulties, but we're here. Guys haven't noticed. New backdrop. Looks great. Can see all of our shows right here. I'm clearly too close to my camera. And I'm back on my regular setup. Yay. Horrible game tonight, but a lot of fantasy implications. Hopefully, a lot of points to be scored. Cowboys go to New York and face off against the Giants. Dallas is a 5.5-point favorite. It's something. I don't know if I'm quite believing this is going to be a great game, but there are some options here. Hey, welcome in, Brian. Rico Akers. I'm guessing that's Dowdle. It really looks like Mixon is out as well as Pierce again. I'm probably still going to be rolling out Akers. I want to see Dowdle do it. I believe that they're going to give him more opportunities. I'm just waiting to see it first. So, kind of where I'm leaning. I like Dowdle. I do think he has the opportunity tonight, but I just have to see it. That's always the biggest fear. Hey, Dan made it in. Welcome back, Daniel. Here, have no fear. Yep. Barely. Made it in time. We have 15 minutes. Hopefully it's more than enough again, but got the computer working. So big win for me. Really excited about it. Hey, OK State grad. Love it. Got 3 defenses, Dallas, Raiders, or Texans. Raiders are potentially going to be without Crosby. He popped up on the injury report today. And then Texans D's just look so bad. I still think I'm going to go Dallas here. I do think this game is higher scoring, but I do think that they're going to get a shot at Daniel Jones, and they can turn him over even once or twice. You're going to pay out your day pretty easily. So more than willing to just let that roll and go with that as my favorite option. But of those 3, it's really a mixed bag. Probably after Dallas, I'd go to Houston. Again, without Crosby, I'm really nervous for the Raiders. Honestly, that whole team has me iffy. And I know it's Brown. I know it's the Browns, and I still can't do it. So glad we're on the same page, Brian. Definitely works out. Hey, W, welcome. Neighbors on probably more than likely. Due to seeing like we touched on last night, unprecedented records, not only in fantasy, but also in the actual NFL. The 2-touchdown game this early is super impressive. And the fact that he had a 67% target rate, which is just insane when you look at a total team and having that high of a target rate. It's just unheard of. I mean, so, but I get it. If he can stay healthy through it, you're probably more than likely going to be rolling him out the rest of the way. And it shouldn't be very difficult, because unless, especially, correction, you will not play him on his bye week. But outside of that, yeah, I do believe more often than not he's going at very least be in a flex spot. I'd actually have to look at the Giants. Let's see, rest of season. The Giants rest of season schedule. Let's see here. We're looking at it. They have Seahawks, no corners there that I'm worried about. No. Yeah, I think they're pretty good. The only week that they might have trouble will be against the Saints. But again, it's still iffy. Yeah, I completely believe in Neighbors moving forward at the very least as a low end flex. I know, man. I get it. To be fair, the teams, again, the Jags keep hurting themselves. I do like Houston again, not just because of the fact that they face the Jags, but I do think they also have something to kind of prove. I expect Houston to get up big in this game, but they also right now seems like everybody's hurt. The only one who isn't on the injury report right now, it feels like, is Diggs, and that would be more concerning. But I'm not too worried about Collins, and it does look like Dell's going to be out. With that in mind, I'm getting away from Dell myself, and I have him in all of my leagues. So shouldn't be too surprised, but yeah, it's not ideal. That's for sure. So completely a coin flip. I'm fine rolling Houston, but the Cowboys actually have a decent defense. It just, you're in the same kind of boat. Texans, I don't believe in their defense yet. Until they show me something, it's tough. And I know that Dallas really hadn't shown me anything, but they're more likely going to come along eventually. I'm hoping it's today because they should be able to get after Daniel Jones. And of course, like I said, they can turn him over once or twice. We're going to be set. All right. Oh, geez, Daniel. Let's see. I asked you about Vikings, Packers, Saints, Denver, and Jets. It's not hard to. Yeah. I mean, it's really not the Jets' fault. It's just, I'm completely fine playing him this week. Jets have a good matchup this week. It's just risky. Them losing a D end in Jermaine, like that kind of hurt their defense a little bit. I'm definitely not going Broncos. Saints would be close, but Vikings have just been playing so well. They seem to have everything, and especially if they're going up against Malik again. I tend to believe them. If Jordan Love comes into the picture, I still don't think that's going to happen. But if it does, that would be something that I'd be looking at. Maybe pivoting away to the Jets. But yeah. And again, the Packers this week is not ideal. I really believe that Sam Darnold has found something. Hope he can keep a hold of it because don't want him out there seeing ghosts again. That's not what you're looking for whatsoever. But we'll see. If you guys have questions, please ask them. Only have a handful of minutes left, thankfully. I feel horrible for not being able to get in here sooner, but couldn't seem to get anything to work again. So a lot less than last night, but still it's interesting to see how it works out. All right. So if you guys are looking for betting picks, one of my favorite for right now. What's up, Chuck? Welcome in. Got a question? Let me know. Oh, okay, State. Let's see here. Would I play Robinson over Achane? Yes, I do think Smith sits. I'm waiting. I need another day to make sure I'll be back on Sunday. More than likely, boasting Goddard all the way up the draft board or all the way up the starts. Currently have him as my tight end number 2, just in case. But we'll see. It's close. The thing for Robinson is Eckler's going to be out, and so if he actually gets all the information for or all of the playing time, it's going to be hard for him not to have a decent fantasy day. I would say the same for Achane, but that offense is struggling. It makes me more nervous about it. It just terrifies me, to be honest, because of the fact that, yeah, it's that offense just does not look the same without Tua there, and it shouldn't. I was really hoping that Thompson would be out and you'd have Boyle. Boyle would actually maybe help Achane, but until I actually see Achane again, he looks fine. He seemed to be the one you wanted, but it's just so risky. So I'd much rather roll up Brian Robinson with just all the opportunities. Oh, hopefully that works out. What's the URL? Good question. It should be in the show notes. So when this posts, you should be able to see it in the actual notes, but I think I can potentially share it. Let me see. I know this is what everybody comes for. All right, Chuck. While I'm looking for that, Stroud or Darnold should be a good week for. Honestly, it's a good week for both of them. I do think Stroud bounces back, so there's a lot more opportunity there. But it's again, I really don't think you go wrong. Stroud has more upside. Again, without having Mix in there, it I don't believe 100% that they go with Akers. So gonna kind of stay away from that one the best I can. Hey Jose, welcome in. Pick one. Fields, Geno, Carr, Richardson. Right now I'm rolling out Fields. I do think that his rushing floor really helps him. It's also a decent matchup for him. If he actually has to throw, which would be nice, but after him, however, I'm probably gonna go with Geno. Seattle going up against the Lions. They have a decent run defense, so Geno should have to throw. Their secondary's decent, but there's enough weapons there that they should be able to get it done. So it's going to be Fields and then Geno. Fields just offers such a safe floor with how he's been playing and how they've kind of been moving the ball overall. So, yeah. Outside of that, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about my favorite betting pick for the night. Brandon Aubrey right now on DK is minus 110 for over 7.5 points. That's, could be any way he gets it. I'm guessing 3 field goals. So I'm hitting the over on that. That's one of my favorite ones. And then anytime touchdown for CeeDee Lamb because squeaky wheel should get the grease. And in this matchup, it's too easy, in my opinion. I'm just trying to take that money best I can. So yeah, man, I really. Oh, all right, okay. Let's see. If I want to take a flyer, Lazard or Yoshi Voss. Because I do think Wilson sees a lot of Surtain, that should open up for Lazard more. Chase popping up on the injury report. I like Yoshi Voss still, but I'm still going Lazard just because when they've taken away Wilson, Lazard has seemed to eat. It's going to be between him and Conklin. So it becomes interesting. So probably going to roll Lazard if you want to take a flyer. All right, Chuck. Stevenson or Mike Wilson? That one's a little tougher. Because I actually think with McBride likely out due to the concussion, we'll again have to wait and see on it. But until that is official, if he is out, I think Dortch actually becomes a beneficiary. However, Mike has been kind of useful in the end zone. So definitely opportunity there. It's just, yeah, becomes iffy. The 49ers aren't bad, but I expect this just to be an ugly game. Like they have a 10-point spread towards the 49ers, which I think is really high because I do expect the 49ers to just kind of ground and pound and dink and dunk all the way down the field over and over again. So it's going to waste a lot of clock. So that kind of hurts Stevenson, but I still think if you want to play it safe, you're rolling out Stevenson no matter what. He's still seeing a majority of the work. I'm just worried if it does become garbage time, they will roll out Gibson, and that really hurts you. But of these two, I think Wilson's more likely to have a 0. All right. Welcome in, Austin. Robinson or Tolbert tonight? Depends on what you want. PPR, it's probably going to be Robinson, but Giants give up the most big plays, which makes me like Tolbert a lot. One of his is, I think they had it at, again, minus 110. It actually might have been higher than that, but for him to have 60+ yards, and I took that too. That's a big opportunity. He should be able to do it pretty easily as a big play guy. It's literally 2 passes to him. And that might be all he needs to really keep this game going. But hopefully that helps. All right, Chuck. I just am not able to figure out where my actual welcome, maybe. I think it because of how we set up. There we go. All right, Chuck, here we go. That work? Nope, that's the live from today. That's not what I wanted on the Discord. There it is. Ha! I got it. All right, Chuck. That should be the Discord link that you need. Brandon Cooks, yeah. It's not the one I'm going for tonight, though, unless it's a DFS lineup. It's just too risky, in my opinion. So, yeah, brutal. All right. Well, again, sorry about being late. Really appreciate y'all coming out and watching this. Silly as it is, I really enjoy getting these out and having a chance to talk and theoretically help. I know these past 2 weeks have been brutal just because the games aren't really fantasy relevant. So, if you guys haven't, like and subscribe, which I believe most of you have, thankfully. You can see our list of shows that we're right here Thursday night. Tomorrow, all the degenerates come back, get your betting in. Happy to help. Always the goal. Get your money. Appreciate you guys so much. Get your money here. That's the best way to afford any of the stuff on our site, any of the Discord, all that good stuff. And then, of course, I'll be back Sunday. I will be remote again, so enjoy that because it's going to look bojanky, I'm sure, because I'm going to be doing it from a hotel room. But in any case, I really appreciate y'all. I will see you all Sunday. And please try and come back and support Mason because he's awesome and is continuing to give people more and more money with his bets. But yeah, appreciate y'all. And as always, remember,